Hi dears, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Anna with you here and welcome back to the latest update on the situation here in Spain and in our sunny Benidorm region. So for today, we don't really have much news because it's weekend. By the way, I wish you a very nice weekend to enjoy, to relax and have a very positive mood and get some energy and positive vibes before the new work week. So for today, we have these news. First of all, probably about the situation here in Spain. For the last 24 hours, we have approximately 6,654 new cases, and the index finally dropped down until 149, which means that we are not in the high risk anymore, that Spain officially is just as a country of medium risk for traveling. This is very nice. And a few regions here in Spain, which are, for example, Catalonia, Aragon, and Extremadura, they've decided to relax some measures and some restrictions, and they've let bars and restaurants and cafeterias open slightly more, a few more hours than it should be. And this will happen from next Monday. So not tomorrow, but the day after. Especially in Extremadura, this is a very interesting case because they've had a lot of cases, but right now their index is less than 50, which means that the World Health Organization has decided that if it's less than 50 cases per every 100,000 of people, then this means that the situation is basically under control. So some parts of Spain already have situation under control. This is very easy changeable, you know, this is not something fixed. You cannot relax 100% because the situation might change very fast. But still, it's very good news because it just gives us some hope that soon everything will be finally over and we will get back to our normal lives. What else is happening? Here in Valencian region, you know that last weekend was the end of closure on weekends of the biggest cities here, including Benidorm, Alicante, Torrevieja, Valencia, Castellón, and so on. These were big cities that have more than 50,000 of people living there officially. And this weekend is the first one in a month's time, approximately, that they are open. And you can actually see a lot more cars during the weekend. So today when we went out, we've seen quite a lot more traffic than we've seen the past weekend, just because people can freely travel from one part of, basically through the whole Valencian community if they want to. So it's just for you to know, if you want to go, if you live here in Valencian community and if you want to travel somewhere, you can, because all the biggest cities are open again from this weekend. What else is happening? Here in Spain, there's some parts of Spain that will start recollecting fruits and vegetables. So these like specific campaigns for citrical fruit or for any kind of fruit and vegetables. Here in Valencian region and in Andalusia, we will start recollecting lemons, oranges, mandarins and stuff like that from the end of March again. And in Murcia and these both two regions as well, we will start recollecting some fruits and vegetables because this is their peak season. And our work inspection has been sending thousands and thousands of different letters to the companies. They will closely monitor on what's happening in this sector because a lot of companies are just illegally subcontracting people, or they're paying them the minimum and a lot less than they should be paying, or they are just putting them on temporary contracts instead of putting them on the permanent one. I get why they do it, but it's just by law you cannot put a person on like a lot of times on a temporary contract. If this person has been coming and working with you for quite a while, you have to give them a permanent contract instead of a temporary one. So they've been sending these letters. They will be checking a lot of different fields and a lot of different companies. They will visit them to make sure that they provide their workers everything that they should be providing legally by law, to avoid illegal workers and to avoid a lot of different problems. What else is happening? Here in Spain, there is a very strange thing happening in Madrid. Madrid basically has seen a huge amount of tourists, French-speaking tourists, just in Madrid. A lot of people were questioning about what's going on, where do they come from, why, and basically how this is even possible due to the situation that we have right now and a lot of countries have right now. As a result, they've seen basically that France, what they are doing basically is that they're not recommending to travel, but the border from France to Spain is open, so they are able to visit our country as tourists. And unexpectedly, a lot of companies have put very, very low prices, low cost prices on planes, on plane tickets. And as a result, full planes, full flights are coming non-stop on weekends from France, from different cities to Madrid to spend the weekend here. And a lot of companies say that it's like a party weekend. They call it like that because in France everything's closed, you know, bars and restaurants and a lot of different places of just spending some time with your friends or relatives. And in Madrid it's open. All bars and restaurants, all cafeterias, everything is open. So they just miss that and they prefer to pay from 70 to 150 euros for the plane tickets both ways. So for example, minimum of 70 euros, you get a ticket both ways from France to Spain to Madrid. Can you imagine? And they prefer to pay this and come here and visit our bars and restaurants, and then at the, like, let's say on Sunday, go back to their country. This is somewhere good for a country's economy, for Madrid's economy, but on the other side, they've not been asked anything and at all to provide that they are not sick and they're coming here. They make a total disaster. They don't have any security measures. They don't obey to all the restrictions that we have here in Spain. They don't wear masks. They don't care at all because they're coming to have like a crazy weekend and they just go back to their country later on. So the only ones that might get hurt from it are people that live here in Spain, that live in Madrid, and they're not very happy at all. But this is basically what's happening. This is not in our hands. This decision, we cannot do anything with it. So we are just here looking at what's going to happen. The next news from here, from our Benidorm region, is that Amazon has landed in Alicante, which basically means that they've opened huge logistics factory, like huge fabric where they're gonna store a lot of different products and from where they're gonna distribute the products to the final consumer for the south part of Alicante region and some part of Murcia. By making this happen, they will help more than 60 people with work, with a job, because they will contract more than 60 people for this new logistics like place of Amazon, and as well as they will subcontract more than 300 drivers because they'll need a lot more drivers to be able to deliver all the packages on time, which is just amazing news for the people who work here in Alicante region and the ones who are searching for a good job opportunity with good objectives and good salary and probably some opportunity to grow inside the same company. So if you want to check for the job, don't miss it. Just check online of Amazon Logistics in Alicante and probably you'll see quite a lot of workplaces available just for now, because it will be constructed, it will be built very soon, and soon there won't be any job offers left. The next news is that OSPEC, which is basically our, this is the syndicate, the company that owns and helps all the hotels of Valencian region. And it has in his hands approximately 82% of all the hotels of Valencian community. And they basically say it's like kind of association of the hotels. They basically say that they see the Saint week, the Easter week, quite possible in our region because we are decreasing in cases very fast, and probably in a week or two we will already be in low risk of transmission, and we will be able to allow ourselves to receive tourists. They don't get how initially here in Valencian region we have approximately 5 million of people living legally here, the ones that are registered, and we allow them to move throughout all Valencian region, and only the, let's say, 40,000 approximately of people that would be able to come to Valencian region as tourists, we don't allow them to come. They say that it's not logical, they don't get why this is happening, and with the situation that we are having right now in the region, we can allow us to open the borders of Valencian community for at least 1 week of Easter. And then if we decide, we can close back again. Why they also do it? Valencian region has been closed since 25th of October approximately, plus minus 1 day. And the people who want to come, they will come. Let's say it like that. So people will find a hole, a loophole. They'll find some other road that it's open and they will come. But officially, our region was closed from 25th of October for tourists. So in this case, they say that a lot of people who want to come right now, they're making bookings, so hotels need to open. Many hotels were open from 17th of March, so approximately in like 8 days, more or less. The majority of the hotels, especially here in Benidorm, will be opening again, just because here we have this special help from the government, which is called Bono Viaje. And like Bono Trip or trip bonus, how you want to call it. This is something that here in Valencian community, they've given to a lot of people who registered on the website and sent all the necessary documents, and they cover up to 600 euros worth of your stay in specific hotels in the area, including Benidorm, Alicante, Calpe, Valencia, and all different parts here, but especially in Benidorm, in Alicante. And people can just book their stay at the hotel with any kind of extras, and they will cover up to 600 euros, which is very, very nice. People received first bonuses right now. They received first vouchers, and they are already starting to call to the hotels. In the last 48 hours, the amount of bookings made by hotels has increased by 25%, which is just a very, very high increase for only a few days. So they want to open, and they are asking Valencian community to open the borders as well. We'll see what's going to happen. They still have approximately about a week to decide. Next week on Wednesday, if I'm not wrong, they will gather together all the regions of Spain. They will decide what to do. Madrid and Canary Islands are totally, they disagree totally with the government, with the main government of Spain, and they say that they won't lock down. They want their borders to be open for people to be able to come and visit their regions in order to help a little bit more the economy. We don't know if it's going to be good or bad. We don't know if it's going to help the situation or not. But what we do know is that our economy is in very, very bad situation, and we need to do something to help it out. So hopefully everything will get better very, very soon, sooner than later. The weather here in Spain is approximately the same as it was a few days before. As you can see in this picture, the clouds are still here in Valencian community. It's been said that by the second part of this day, so by 3-4 o'clock approximately, there might be some slight rain. But to be honest, here in Albira and Benidorm, it's very difficult to see the rain because we are surrounded by mountains. So hopefully it's not going to be the case, because if the rain will pour, then it's going to be this muddy rain with all the dust that we have from Africa, which is not good. The temperatures here in Spain, as you can see in this picture, are approximately the same as in the last few days without any kind of major changes. On the north part of Spain, it's going to be from 9 to 14 degrees. Center will have from 9 to 16, and south and Mediterranean areas will have approximately from 9 to 20 degrees. Alicante will have 17, Benidorm 18 degrees, Barcelona 15, Granada 17, Malaga will have 18, Sevilla 19, Madrid, the capital of Spain, will have just 16 degrees, Balearic Islands will have 18, and Canarian Islands will have 20 to 21. 21 will be in Tenerife and 20 in Las Palmas. And Valencia will have slightly less because they say there's going to be slight rain in that region, and it will have only 15 degrees. The water temperature right now is still 15 degrees in Mediterranean Sea, right here in Benidorm area. These were all the news for today, my dears. I hope you enjoyed watching them. Have a very, very nice weekend, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow with a new video from Benidorm. Bye.